Good evening. I want to talk to you a little bit about pandemic. I was just thinking about that today. Pandemic and pandemic. What does that mean? In the dictionary, the word pandemic means to be prevalent over a whole country or the world. So pandemic. Now I know we're in the middle of a pandemic right now, and it's worldwide and basically almost in every country that's not close to the equator. And so I began to wonder about why I was even thinking about pandemic. And then it suddenly hit me that before we got into this disease pandemic, this COVID-19, the church was actually already in a pandemic. It was in a pandemic of apathy. You say, well, what's apathy? Well, apathy is the I don't care attitude. Apathy is I'm not ready to get involved attitude. It's the attitude that says I don't care. I'm not ready to get involved. So some of the symptoms of a pandemic is that it's widespread. And certainly apathy in the church has been widespread for a long time. It's prevalent. And certainly in the church as a whole, apathy has been very prevalent. If you took a church, no matter the membership, you could probably say that maybe 12 to 15% of the membership of that church is what actually funds and causes that church to progress forward, and another 85% of it is simply an apathy. And then pervasive. Pervasive means to take over, to just be the norm, and it just won't quit. And the pandemic of apathy in the church has been that way for some time. Universal. You know, the word church means universal. That's exactly what it means. And our church, the Church of Jesus Christ, has been in this pandemic of apathy for such a long time, and global. I'm not sure that apathy was global in the church, but it was certainly within our own borders of this country and Great Britain and other nations. So I wonder if maybe we are not experiencing this pandemic, that maybe God wouldn't want us to learn from the pandemic that we also need to stop experiencing the pandemic of apathy when we are allowed to get back in church. Maybe it's time that we get involved like we've never been involved before. Maybe it's time that churches have done things they've never done before. Maybe it's time that we stepped up to the plate and said we're going to take the message of God to the world and nothing is going to stop it. Maybe it's time for apathy to leave and for a sold-out cause of Christ to replace that apathy so that we can live for God like we're supposed to. Just something for you to think on today. Hope you have a good day. See you tomorrow.